Okay, you know, there's a 1960s, 1950s song called Born Too Late. And basically, the song is about a teenage girl um, who is having a, I would say, desire to date I guess, a senior in her high school in the song that's going to go off to college and she's too young. I would guess she's 16 in the song because that was the target audience of a lot of singers like Bobby Rydell and all them in the 19. That was their target audience, like 16-year-old teenage girls and guys. So the song "Born Too Late" kind of describes me right now, but not in the sense of wanting to date somebody, but in the sense of I hate the way society is fucking going. Don't get me wrong, there are things about society today that I like. I like the fact that our people are more open to talk about sexuality. I like the fact that people are more open to talk about things like gay rights and all that. That stuff I like about society. That part of me liking society will never change. But there's a part of me that really hates where society is going. The majority of young men and the small percentage of young women who are in their 20s on the snowfap kick, basically resisting any type of sexual desire whatsoever, is a bit concerning. Um, I talked about NoFap before, why I don't like it, and I'm sorry I have to talk about why I don't like it again. I sound like a broken record, but I think it's a dangerous way of thinking. Society, human society, ever since the beginning of fucking time, people, the Homo sapiens, survived based upon eating and fucking. Okay? Sexual desire has always been there, including whacking off every now and then. So, why now are the millennial generation, the younger millennials, refusing sex, refusing any sexual activity like masturbation or sex? Why? This is kind of how we're gonna fucking fall apart as a society. I'm just putting it out there. My generation might wipe out society in general. So, I don't like that millennials are on the snowfap shit. I also don't like the fact that there are people in my generation who find the term masculine, feminine, male, female, gentleman, lady as offensive terms. If you go to Vegas, New York, Paris, London, any place that has a Broadway like setting, you're gonna hear, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Penn and Teller to the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Frank Zappa to the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to ZZ Top to the stage. You know, you're gonna hear ladies and gentlemen as a greeting. You're not gonna say, women and men, please welcome so and so to the stage. That just doesn't have a ring to it, even though biologically the terms are more correct. But it just doesn't have the same ring as ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, there are too many oversensitive fucking millennials. And they're in their 20s. I can't stand my own group of people. They drive me fucking crazy. Um, and what's this whole bullshit about, oh, how everything's like gay now. Gay this, gay that. Everything has to be gay. I'm a bisexual guy. I'm part of the LGBT community, so hear me out on this. Not everything has to be fucking gay. Not everything has to be fucking gay. Can things just stay, you know, sexual orientation neutral, please? Can things just stay sexual orientation neutral? Unless you're talking about anal sex, or gay clubs, or, you know, gay jokes or whatever, pride parades, whatever. There's topics that are gay, LGBT, there are topics that are LGBT, And there are a lot of topics that aren't. Why does every single topic have to be LGBT related? You know, I'm part of the LGBT community. I'm kind of sick of seeing shit always LGBT topic. Oh, hey John, did you see a movie this week? Yeah, I seen this new gay film. Did you see the movie that was on PBS? I mean, it was very fascinating. It was about the Eiffel Tower and how it was created. Doesn't sound interesting. Seriously, that's half the shit on fucking Facebook and Twitter. Movies, media, music. Gay. Everything is gay. You know, it. Can things just not have a sexual orientation? Can entertainment just be entertainment for once? You know, there are probably going to be LGBT people saying, wow, you sound homophobic. No. I'm going to do a video on gay people within the LGBT community who are actually homophobic towards other gay people. I'm just putting a grievance out there that and saying a fact that not everything has to be LGBT related. Okay? Moving on. So, another thing I don't like about my generation is the fact that there's more illiteracy now more than ever. I probably have more books than most millennials now do. You know, and in fact, on my coffee table right now, I actually have books on my coffee table. You know, there's big books, they're called coffee table books, but people put them on a bookshelf. Nobody ever puts them on the coffee table. I actually do. I could show you the books that I have on my coffee table right now. My big books include, the Beatles book, a book about the Beatles, The Roosevelts, an Intimate History, based on the Ken Burns documentary series about the Roosevelts, a book on the Bee Gees, and over here, a book on Manhattan, a book on Audrey Hepburn, a book on Madonna, September 11th, Famous Monuments, and The Torch Is Passed, which was published in, this was a commemorative book that they were made after JFK's funeral. So, those are the books I have on my coffee table. I have my books over there, my Frank Sinatra and Elvis Presley books. I have books based on New York, some politics by Aristotle. I have biographies, I have fiction, I have shit on religion. You know, I have a lot of books. I think I have more books than most millennials at this point. There's so much illiteracy that it's embarrassing. You ask any millennial in their 20s, small town, big city, doesn't matter. Ask them what book they read recently. You'll probably get something like, I'm allergic to books. I read on my Kindle. It isn't so hard to go to the library or to go to a bookstore and pick up a book. It isn't that difficult. Seriously. That's the illiteracy of the millennial generation drives me up a fucking wall. And the final grievance I have about my generation that I really don't like where the society is heading, where everybody's opinion is not wrong. So, basically, let's say you have some homophobic asshole, you know, spouting his anti-gay shit, right? Then you have some feminist spouting her anti-male shit. Then you have some neo-Nazi spouting his anti-Jewish, anti-black shit. You have a black supremacist spouting his anti-white racism and all that. You have all these horrible people spreading hateful shit. And at college campuses, they have safe spaces where these opinions are validated. Yeah. Nobody's wrong anymore. Everybody has a valid point and is always correct. What the fuck? You know, like, if this was the early 2000s, the black supremacist would be, labeled a racist. The neo-Nazi would be labeled a racist. The homophobic would be labeled a bigot. And the feminist would be labeled a bigot too. 4 bigots in one room. 4 of them are all wrong. Because they have a prejudice about people. Last time I checked, prejudice was, how do I put it? Deemed wrong. So, yeah, that's my video on why I think I was born too late. Because I honestly don't think like half the people in my generation. I've been around a lot of older people my whole life instead of people in my age group. So, I learned a lot of wisdom growing up, and I'm fortunate that I had that particular upbringing. And I'm astonished at how pathetic half of my generation is. I say half of my generation because there's another half that agrees with me. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy. See ya.